Legacy Bound, a suspenseful, high-stakes thriller. When survival demands answers, a shattered family must navigate betrayal, danger, and the elite conspiracy to reclaim their legacy and find redemption. Introduction: A Shattered Foundation. Evelyn Carter wasn't just a matriarch of her family. She was the glue holding together a legacy steeped in mystery, ambition, and tragedy. But now, with her health failing and her children divided by greed and mistrust, the Carters faced their deepest, darkest chapter yet. Her eldest, Marcus, a disgraced former special ops agent, was living in exile, wrongly accused of orchestrating a botched heist that left 2 agents dead. Her youngest, Sarah, a once brilliant scientist, had become recluse after a catastrophic experiment led to the death of her mentor and the theft of their groundbreaking research. The siblings hadn't spoken years, and Evelyn knew the truth. Their estrangement wasn't coincidence, it was orchestrated. Across the world, a shadowy elite group called the Ascendants had been dismantling the Carters' legacy piece by piece, feeding on their weaknesses: Marcus' anger, Sarah's guilt, and Evelyn's secrets. But Evelyn had seen the future in visions she couldn't ignore. If her family didn't unite to face what was coming, they wouldn't just lose their legacy, they would lose everything. Sometimes, Evelyn whispered, staring at the weathered photo of her family, the only way forward is through the storm. Chapter 1: The Breaking Point. The rain came down in sheets as Marcus sat in his dilapidated truck, parked on the outskirts of his old neighborhood. He watched the Carter estate through the cracked windshield, its once pristine facade now overgrown and shattered. Inside his coat pocket, a folded newspaper article weighed on him like a stone. Former Special Ops Agent Marcus Carter, accused in heist gone wrong. Fugitive status confirmed. His jaw tightened. He had turned himself in months ago, convinced he could clear his name. Instead, he had been betrayed by a lawyer that he thought he could trust, left to rot in prison, and ultimately escaped when the opportunity presented itself. Now, he was a ghost, haunted, mistreated, and alone. Meanwhile, Sarah stood in the ruins of her once cutting-edge lab, the experimental drug she had experimented about the formula woman to lose brain and lock sacrifices is now a black market commodity. Brooks' death, Sarah was blaming theft of her research. The stolen drug had far-reaching consequences, including whispers of a deadly new disease that targeted its users. Guilt consumed her, driving her to isolate herself from everyone, including her family. Evelyn's voice on the phone interrupted Sarah's spiraling of self-loathing. You can't outrun this forever, Sarah. And Marcus, he's here too. You both need to come home. Sarah's stomach twisted. Mom, why now? What's the point? The point, Evelyn said firmly, is that I've seen what happens if you don't. The curse that's haunted this family will win. And it's not just about us anymore. There's a bigger enemy. They're gonna need each other to survive. Sarah, confrontation with Marcus. that is also entertaining. So why don't you go ahead and when you hit the subscribe button and you begin to share these videos with people you care about, go ahead and see if you can find yourself in these characters, find your place of interactions in these stories, and we hope that these stories will be beneficial to you as you continue to listen. Chapter 3, The Broker's Gambit. The Carter's family escaping to the basement passage felt like trading one trap for the other. The walls were damp, the air thick with mildew, and the dim lights barely illuminated the narrow corridor. "They'll find us down here eventually," Marcus whispered, his voice tense. "We need a plan." Evelyn motioned to a hidden panel at the end of the corridor. She pressed it, revealing an old storage room filled with files, maps, and blueprints. "What's this?" Sarah asked, stepping forward. "It's everything the broker wants," Evelyn said grimly. The name hit Marcus like a slap. "The broker?" Sarah frowned. "Who's that?" Evelyn exhaled slowly. "The broker is a shadow, pulling the strings behind everything. He's part of a group called the Ascendants. They've been dismantling our family legacy piece by piece, targeting Marcus, your research, and me. And now they're here for the final move." Marcus' hands curled into fists. "He's the one who framed me, isn't he?" "Yes," Evelyn admitted, "and the one who orchestrated the theft of Sarah's research. The Ascendants are using the experimental drug to create something far worse than what you've imagined. Sarah, a weapon? And we're the only ones who can stop it." Sarah shook her head, panic rising. "You knew all of this? And you didn't tell us?" "I was protecting you," Evelyn said. "But now, I need you to fight." Evelyn laid out the truth, then turned to her children in renewed determination. "This isn't just about stopping the broker. It's about breaking free from the cycles that have held us back for generations. We have the tools, the knowledge, and the strength to do it, but only if we work together." Evelyn to Marcus. "You've been betrayed before, and I know trust doesn't come easy for you. But do you trust yourself to make the right choices now?" Marcus, hesitant. "I don't know." Evelyn, "Then start here. I trust myself to lead with integrity and purpose." Evelyn to Sarah. "And you've let guilt paralyze you. But guilt is just a reminder to learn and to grow, not a life sentence. Say this: I forgive myself and embrace the strength to move forward." Sarah repeated the affirmation softly, and Marcus joined her, his voice stronger. Chapter 4, Left for Dead. The basement wasn't safe for long. The Ascendants operatives breached the estate, searching room by room. "This way," Marcus said, guiding Evelyn and Sarah toward an exit that led to the woods behind the house. As they crept through the shadows, one of the operatives spotted them. A burst of gunfire echoed, and Marcus pushed his family to safety, staying behind to fight. "Go!" he yelled. Evelyn and Sarah ran as Marcus engaged the attackers, using hand-to-hand combat and his tactical skills to hold them off. But there were too many. By the time Evelyn and Sarah reached the safety of the woods, Marcus was gone. Evelyn and Sarah hid in an abandoned cabin, deep in the woods, waiting for dawn. not dead, they say firmly, putting off Sarah's tears. I know it. How can you be so sure? Sarah asked, her voice cracking. Because Marcus is a survivor. And so are we. Say this with me. We are stronger than the challenges we face. Sarah hesitated, but not. This is what survival looks like. Staying calm, using what you have, and trusting that you can adapt. Sarah, you're a scientist. You face problems before. What's the first step you take in your experience? Sarah, define the problem and bring it to solutions. Exactly. That's what we need to do now. Define our problem. Marcus is missing. The broker is still out. We use what we have. Chapter 5. Marcus woke up cold in the whisper, his hands bound to a chair. Across from him, a man in a tailored suit leaned against the wall holding a file label, Operation Legacy. The infamous Marcus Carter, the man said smirking. You caused us quite a bit of trouble. Marcus glared. You're the broker, aren't you? Let's just say I represent his interest, the man replied. You're about to make things much easier for us. Meanwhile, Evelyn and Sarah enlisted help from an unexpected ally. Elijah Reed, a low CIA, personal editor. Elijah explained the extent of Rover's plan. The extra Sarah had developed wasn't just a brain freeze, it was being recognized as immense opportunities. We stopped this, Elijah said, but we're looking at the next generation of warfare. Elijah said, you didn't create this place. You helped it. Say this. I have the power to use my knowledge. Marcus, wherever he is the same. He's not just fighting for survival. He's fighting for us. Say it with me. We are stronger when we trust each other. Chapter 6. The Fight for Survival. Marcus managed to escape the broker's facility, but not without injury. Wounded and on the run, he used every ounce of his training to evade capture, navigating a dangerous forest, steaming with operatives. The lesson Marcus had learned in the field mirrored what we can use in life. Adaptability. Use what you have, not what you wish for. Focus. Define your goal and eliminate distractions. Trust. Rely on your team and your instincts. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe to this channel, go ahead and subscribe. You can also share these videos so you can hear about stories. It's important that together as a community, take some of these lessons to heart and understand the importance and significance of working together. One small step you can take today is to go ahead and to subscribe to this channel and begin to share these videos as we build this community together. Chapter 7. Shadows closing in. The storm had passed, but the tensions lingered. Evelyn, Sarah, and Elijah huddled in the abandoned cabin, working to piece together a plan. Marcus was still missing, and the broker's forces were gaining ground. Every move they made felt like it was being anticipated. Elijah spread blueprints across the cabin's worn table, pointing to a location circled in red. "This is where they've taken Marcus," he said. "An old, decommissioned military bunker. If we move now, we can intercept their next transfer before they move him somewhere worse." Evelyn frowned. "We're running out of time. If they break him..." "They won't," Elijah interrupted. "Not if we get there first." As they strategized, Sarah's guilt resurfaced. She couldn't shake the feeling that her research, her own brilliance, had fueled this chaos. "This is my fault," Sarah said, her voice trembling. "If I hadn't created this formula..." Evelyn grabbed her hand, her grip firm. "Stop it. You didn't create this chaos. The people who corrupted your work did. Say it with me. I am not defined by others' choices." Sarah hesitated, but repeated the words, her voice steadying. Elijah added more context to their mission, explaining how the Ascendants operated. "They're not just about power," he said. "They thrive on fear and division, turning people against each other so that they can control everything." Evelyn nodded, her gaze sharp. "Then we fight back with unity. We've been divided too long. Say this together. Together, we are stronger than any challenge we face." Elijah to Sarah, "You've been down on yourself too long. Let me ask you this. If you had the power to fix one thing, what would it be?" Sarah, "I would stop them from using my research to hurt people." Elijah, "Then start there. Say this. I use my gifts to heal, protect, and create a better world." Evelyn to Elijah, "And you've been fighting this battle alone for years. Isn't it time you let people in?" Elijah, "Maybe." Evelyn, "Say it with me. I am stronger when I trust others to fight alongside me." Chapter 8. The Bunker Showdown. The team approached the bunker under the cover of night. Elijah led the way, his military precision evident as he navigated the perimeter. "Two guards at the main entrance," he whispered. "We need a distraction." "I'll do it," Sarah volunteered, surprising everyone. "You sure?" Elijah asked. Sarah nodded. "I'm tired of hiding." While Sarah lured the guards away with a makeshift noise trap, Elijah and Evelyn slipped inside. The bunker was a labyrinth of dimly lit corridors, and every step felt like a gamble. Finally, they found Marcus in a steel-walled cell, bruised but alive. "About time, Marcus," muttered as Elijah picked the lock. "No time for jokes," Evelyn said, pulling him to his feet. "We need to move." As they made their escape, alarms blared. Operatives swarmed the bunker, cutting off their path. Marcus, still weak, used his training to hold them back long enough for the group to reach an exit. "Go!" he shouted, shoving Sarah through the door. "Not without you," Sarah screamed. But Marcus was already engaging the enemy, his movements calculated and fierce. Outside the bunker, Evelyn gripped Sarah's shoulders. "He'll find his way out. He always does." Sarah wiped her tears. "He's always been the fighter. I don't know if I can do this without him." "Yes, you can," Evelyn said, "because fighting isn't just about fists. It's about perseverance. Say this with me. I am stronger than the fear holding me back." Evelyn to Sarah, "Marcus fights. He fights to protect the people he loves. What are you fighting for, Sarah?" Sarah, "For the chance to make this right." Evelyn, "Then don't stop. Say it. I fight for what matters most." Chapter 9. The Broker Revealed. family regrouped at a safe house provided by one of Elijah's contacts. Marcus had escaped the bunker, battered and alive, and the reunion was bittersweet. "I found this," Marcus said, tossing the folder onto the table. Inside were detailed plans for a bioweapon using Sarah's hand trembled as she flipped through the pages. "They're going to release this worldwide? We're going to stop it," Marcus said. "It won't be easy. Broker has layers of protection. We need architects, politicians, and even tech companies' payroll." Evelyn leaned forward. "Everyone has a weakness. We just need to find his." As the team prepared for their final mission, Evelyn reminded them of their progress. "We've all faced your demons to get here," she said. "And now you're stronger for it. Say it with me. I have the courage to face my challenge. I use my past to fuel my future. I am unstoppable when I fight for what is right." Evelyn to Marcus, "What do you want your legacy to be?" Marcus, "To protect this family." Evelyn, "Then act like it. Lead with purpose. Say it. I lead with strength, wisdom, and integrity." Evelyn to Sarah, "And you? What is your legacy?" Sarah, "To make my work mean something." Evelyn, "Then let's make it mean everything." Chapter 10. A Legacy Reclaimed. The final confrontation took place in the Ascendant's headquarters, a gleaming skyscraper in the heart of the city. The team infiltrated the building using a combination of Sarah's tech expertise and Marcus's tactical skills and Elijah's insider knowledge. But the broker was ready for them. "You come far," he said, stepping out of the shadows. "You're too late." Showing battle. The family united their strength to take down the broker and his operatives. Sarah disabled the bioweapon, Marcus disarmed the broker's guards, and Evelyn confronted the broker himself. "You tried to break us," she said, her voice unwavering. "We're unbreakable." The broker defeated, the Carters reclaimed their legacy. Not just their wealth, build a legacy of love, strength, and purpose. We are unbreakable. The Carters transformed the estate into a center for personal growth and financial literacy, teaching others how to overcome their own challenges. Evelyn watched with pride as her children led workshops, turning their pain into power. "You did it," she whispered. "You broke the curse." Join the movement. Learn to break your own limits. And